I was in a right-hand climbing turn, about 165 feet, and this freaking explosion, man. I mean, just rocked the helicopter. I leveled, the helicopter just vibrated. My co-pilot, he said this white-hot rod, about 3 meters, went right by my ear. It was an SA-16, we found out later, very advanced weapon system for Iraq. In that triangle, in the preceding, I believe it was 7 weeks, 7 helicopters had been shot down with an SA, no survivors. So engine quits, and this missile system, what it's designed to do, it has a proximity fuse. So when it gets to a certain distance from the object, and it's a heat seeker, once it gets a certain distance from that engine, it explodes and it fragments, and then the kinetic energy takes all those fragments into the engine and then through the cockpit or through the aircraft, whatever the case. And it was like an old 35 millimeter film, and it was frame by frame by frame by frame. You know, time just slowed down. I leveled the aircraft. Of course, all these, engine out, all these audios are going off, and I'm just like, man, just shut up. I know the engine's out. And helicopter pilots, when we come into land or doing an auto rotation, we use surrounding environment to help us judge distance above the ground. Trees, telephone poles, buildings. Well, there's nothing out there, man. So I'm relying on my radar altimeter, and I'm doing my scans. I check the rotor, I'm in trim, and I mean, a little bird just falls out of the sky when the engine quits. Like you said, approximately 2,700 feet per minute. I mean, it's just coming out of the air. So I bring a little bit of collective in. I was like, okay, my rotor's good. And I'm looking, I'm flying like this, and you look right between your pedals, and that's where you're gonna land. I thought for just a nanosecond, I have a tailwind. Well, you don't want a tailwind when you land. You want a headwind, but I had no choice. I didn't have time. They had done calculations, and I had approximately, from the time the missile hit to the time I touched down, was 3.4 seconds.